Good morning, YouTube. My name is Will. This is my Evo 8 RS. Today is Friday, so happy Friday to you guys. Obviously, you know Lotus and Enzo. So Friday videos are typically like a lighter video, like just fun, interesting Evo facts, just things that you guys may or may not know about. And today I want to talk to you about something that was brought to my attention. One of you guys messaged me about a car you were looking at buying, and it was actually in the UK, where I'm sure most of you realize they have the FQ models, which stands for exactly what you think it stands for. What was interesting about this though is, you know, I knew they had like the FQ 330s and 360s and 400s. What I didn't know was that Mitsubishi made a special final edition, well not final edition, but a special Evo 10 40th anniversary edition for the UK market, and it was called the Evo 10 FQ 440 MR. It just rolls right off the tongue. So it's the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution FQ 440 MR. Yeah, try fitting that on a license plate. Anyways, I'm gonna insert a bunch of photos of this car throughout this video, which isn't gonna be very long, but I was just utterly blown away by the fact that this has got to be the nicest Evo I've ever seen. So it has some exterior things. It has the nice like carbon lip, it has a nice carbon diffuser. Now most of this isn't real carbon fiber. I think the vortex generator might be and the lip might be, I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly. But they even went as far as like dipping the MR's wheels carbon, which I must say, I know that's not real carbon, but man, it looks good. It makes me want to do it to my wheels. What really impressed me here was not so much the fact that of the dipped carbon, or the fact that they got 440 horsepower with a factory warranty, which is pretty impressive in itself. Not super hard on the overly rich Evo 10s, but still impressive. What really impressed me was the interior. Now, I'm not saying this is like S-Class or, you know, even as good as, you know, this isn't going to be as good as probably even a GTR, honestly. And that interior is looking pretty dated these days. But it was still just like super impressive how nice the materials are. And I'm sure I'm inserting some photos of this right now. I was just blown away. You know, it really kind of inspires you of like what you could do with an Evo and make it look really good and really clean. Now, at $80,000, so 50,000 pounds, roughly $80,000 new, is it worth it? Not in my opinion. Now, this person was looking at a used one, which used, that could be totally different scenario. Because if you can buy it used for whatever the price may be, and it's gonna maintain that value, then it doesn't matter. I mean, you could make the argument that sure, maybe you could buy just a regular Evo and modify it past that for less money, but as we all know, that doesn't necessarily increase your Evo's current value. So you take a standard Evo, bump the horsepower up 150, and drive it around for a year or two, end up losing a ton of money, potentially, probably, or you buy something like that maybe doesn't depreciate much at all because it is rarer and more desirable. Get to drive around for a year or two with an extra 150 horsepower and sell it and get most of your money back. So it could be a good deal. Now, the FQ market could suck and it could just tank, I don't know, and that's basically what I told him. I don't know anything about that market. But it's an interesting proposition, and if you've got the cash lying around, because even used, these things were still pretty expensive. So anyways, it's Friday, like I said. I just wanted to keep this short and light and kind of give you guys something to, I don't know, aspire to. I'm not necessarily sure I would go with orange, but I didn't hate it as much as I would have thought. If you came up to me and said, hey, you should do your interior with an orange accent, I'd be like, no. But seeing it in photos, it looks pretty good. So kind of, I don't know, almost AMG-ish, where they like to do weird colors and just kind of throw it in. But I don't know, comment below, let me know what you guys think. If there are any other odd Evos out there, you know, comment those below too. I'd love to maybe do a video on them or look more about them. Oh, and real quick, I did want to give you the mod list of how they got the 540, or 440, sorry. So ECU remap, obviously. That's probably most of the horsepower, honestly. Bigger injectors, bigger intercooler and piping, new manifold. Oh, new manifold back exhaust, so an entire manifold exhaust, everything. By Janspeed, which I gotta be honest, I don't know who Janspeed is. Feel like in the past they used mostly HKS parts. I could be wrong on that. So I'm not familiar with Janspeed. I'm sure it's a perfectly fine company. I just don't know who it is. And a slight tweak to the suspension. Still maintains like the iBox springs and everything. They're just slightly tweaked, and that's pretty much it as far as how they get all that performance. Kind of talked about before, the 10s are pretty freaking rich from the factory. And I don't think there's anybody in the world that believes that a stock Evo 10 is making only 300 horsepower, but whatever. That being said, enjoy your Friday. Like if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys at the shootout next week. If you're gonna have your Evo there especially, get in touch with me. I'd love to get some in a video. Regardless, keep a lookout. Subscribe to follow along with my Evo build. I don't know what, well, this video is gonna go out tomorrow. So I do have some new parts already installed on the Evo, which you can't tell from this angle. All right, so I maxed out the memory card on my camera. I'm not sure exactly where it cut off, so I'm gonna reshoot this outro real quick, but I do have some new parts already installed on the Evo. A new box showed up, so I will have that out hopefully in the next couple days. Other than that, subscribe to follow along with my Evo build or just for Evo content in general, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Enzo, did you say bye? Oh, you got a stick? Yeah, you got a stick.